Have one?
But not nice one. I don't like it.
You took a picture of it and you said it was
That
nice.
wasn't even brown. That was grey.
Still looks nice. I don't understand you. You are full of cuteness. Ah, that's cool. You just need the W. I'm not friends with you. I think it's the game. I think they added some sort of update that when you finish level it bugs. Time, Kiwi. Good morning.
Hello, team.
Hello, Team Grand Union. It's another YouTube video for you guys. What are we doing today, Kiwi?
We're doing T-City.
T-City.
T-City. Nice.
There's a guy in the UFC called T-City.
Yeah.
Because he triangles everyone. And he's got a triangle tattoo on his foot to resemble
Like
the
just a
triangle.
triangle?
Yeah.
Could be Illuminati.
It could not be Illuminati.
Could be...
Anyway, he trains with Hannah and
Gracie?
Yeah. He's like the #1
Fan.
UFC guy. Anyway, from last week, what did we do, Kiwi? Read them out.
We did the triangle setup to stack prevention, posture prevention, and lockup.
Nice, well done.
Thank you.
You weren't here.
I was here. I was over there.
Were you? You just weren't listening.
Yeah, it was off.
Isn't it?
No.
But anyway. Hello, Elise. I know you've been missing for ages.
Hello.
Alright, to recap last week's lesson, what we did. Clamp guard entry. Talk about this one, Kiwi. Let's go.
God knows. God knows what's happening.
Don't remember this?
I'm getting fucked.
Alright, so the clamp entry, you're in close guard. You shrimp to get your shin in, and this is clamp guard by itself. I forgot to get my...
You do that to me a lot. It's so annoying. I feel like you need to be so strong.
Apparently for everything you need to be too strong.
Yeah.
Get some
Because you
strength.
just push my arm back.
It's not pushing your arms back, it's called a shrimp. Watch this. Watch this. Your arm stays where it is. And you just shrimp.
Well, did you not have my arm? If I wasn't just doing this for a drill, would I just let you do that to my arm?
I love white belt questions. They're great. Anyway, that's our clamp guard entry. Morning, Steve.
Warning.
We had the hip bump entry, which is this one here. Stuff the head in. As they posture up, we drive, get up on our hands, and then we can go for a triangle from there. We had our gi ones, which is collar and sleeve entry. Blasting through them because it's escapes today, but hopefully you can see each one of them. We have our spider entries, which was 3 main combinations we had. We have the direct entry, which is just shooting through, which realistically probably doesn't work. Well, I'll show it to you guys anyway. Stomp setup, which is the good one. And best friends with the stomp is the slip, which is exactly the same, but for the slip you slide this foot over. For the stomp you push it down and the other leg finishes.
Can you alternate between the two?
Yes. Yes, that's why they're best friends.
Right. Of course, I knew that.
They know how to share. Clamp guard, let's see, that was the setups. Nice, done with those. Preventions now, these are the most important ones. When you get your triangle, we looked at the stack prevention, which is the most common one. Block the arm and you'll be good. The front side stack, which is the other way around. Swim over the arm, you won't get stacked. And we looked at some special cases, how to rotate your triangle properly when someone's doing this escape, which we'll learn today. And then the lockup with all the details. So we had hammer and head control. That was the main important thing that I was talking about. So that's the hammer, that's the head control. Those two prevent most of the counters, and then you're shifting to do your triangle. And we had some special cases, armbar setup. Your face. She can't be normal. And we have the standing armbar variation as well. Okay, so that was just a quick reminder of everything. Today we're looking at escapes. So how to stop the triangles. And we're going to start with posture. Okay. You need to know the difference first of all from the setup and the lockup stage, because depending on where you are, there are different counters. This is triangle setup, the feet are crossed. And lockup, it's when it's fully triangled, okay? Different counters for different stages. So as long as you know which one you're in, you can defend accordingly. Right? So the first one, the person most of the time will always be in the setup stage at some point. So this is where you do most of your posturing up techniques, okay? Especially if they aren't controlling your head. Look up as high as you can. These two grips work great. One on the knee, one on the hip. And you're just going to twist your shoulder backwards. That's going to undo that triangle. You just see it popping there. And you can swim your other arm through for double unders. If you're very good at acknowledging that you're in a triangle very early on, this is the best escape. But again, if the person's not controlling your head, they're not doing much, okay? So that's why you can posture. And it's pretty easy to do this one. The higher you are, the better. So go up on your toes, lean, look up, arch your neck really strong.
You stand? No.
Don't stand, stay kneeling. Okay. So this, I'd say, is very important, especially because most people at the entry level, they shoot in a triangle and they kind of like just sit there for a couple of seconds realizing that they have a triangle. And they might not do anything, so you can do the escape. The next slice is taking advantage of rushed triangles, which are the most common triangles people do. Okay, so you're in the setup stage, right? So this is the setup stage, and the person at the bottom just does whatever they can to start locking up. Okay, so they forget about any wrist control, they forget about head control, and they just want to grab their legs and lock it up. In these cases, we have two options. We have the extraction and then the posture as well. So this is the extraction stage. As they go to grab the legs and try to lock it up, you're just going to extract the arm. Okay, so again, boom. They're too busy thinking about the lockup and they forget about their legs, so you're able to extract. Again, good people won't do this, but it's one of your options. Here's your posture one. This one you're probably gonna have to do if you're doing this escape. Alright, they work great together because you can force it as well. So again, we're in the triangle stage here, and the person at the bottom is controlling the head, okay, which is how I get posture. So we have to deal with this. So you have to clear the arms first, and then we can posture up. Okay, and if they're rushing the triangle, they probably aren't controlling very well, and they're trying to lock it up, so you would just be free. Okay, so remember, you need hammer and head control to be able to do a nice like pivot to lock up. You need that head control for pretty much everything. And if you don't have it, a lot of people can escape. Let's see. So that was extraction and that was the posture. Now the most common ones, the big boy stack. At least you're the master of getting yourself into triangles. I've never seen someone so good. And at the same time, she escapes half of them. You do this one most of the time. Extraction. Because you're so little, when people try to lock it up, she always sneaks her arm out and goes to double unders. But against someone good, they'll catch you off guard. They won't give you the space. Counter from front side stack. Oh, sorry, big boy stack first. The big boy stack, again from the setup stage, right? This is where we'll bring this arm across. Works better a little bit in the gi. You can grab the collar here, but in no gi, you're just gonna grab onto the shoulder blade, and you're gonna lean your head over theirs as much as you can, while keeping in base with this leg and this leg. And the more pressure you put over the head, the more you're able to snap the legs open and extract your arm to pass. Very dangerous move, but it works in the heavier divisions, and you have to be quite aggressive with it, unless it's in the gi and you have that grip, and you can also protect this arm a little bit better. In no gi, because everything is a bit slippery, just know that when you're going into this side, you're helping the choke, so you are choking yourself a bit. So you either do this aggressively or very, very technically. You either blast through or you slowly stack the person. So that's our big boy stack, okay? Probably the most used one. I remember it's quite easy to avoid it. We just have to block this arm from going anywhere. The next one, you don't see it very often, but it's the front side stack, which is probably my favorite, which is the stack towards this direction here. It's a lot more trickier to do because it's just a lot more trickier because you have to rotate a lot more like this. Okay, you physically have to make the person's back stay where they are. Okay, can't make them shift. If they shift to the side, then you go back to the middle. So you hold them there and you start stacking over the head, and that forces them to be bent in half, and usually they open up quite easily here, and then you can just kind of like hip thrust them or extract your arm, and you end up in a nice little passing scenario. So again, it's the front side stack. This one you really have to practice it really well, because it can go horribly long. You can be rolled over the top. You can be rolled over sideways. So you have to really be good with your balance with it. The next counter, I'm not really fond of it, but it's the hugging defense, which is, again, from a triangle setup position, or lockup as well. But you're going to basically hug your arm and give the person omoplata. Like this. I'm just going to hold it there until they try to lock it up. When they try to lock it up, everything will become a little bit loose, and you can block the leg, come out. So in slow motion, so you can see. So right now, the arm is bent underneath my thigh, almost like I'm giving omoplata. So the person on the bottom could give up on the triangle right now and go to omoplata instead, but he doesn't.
That's you, isn't it?
Yes. So when he goes to lock up, this arm here is gonna block the thigh, because the legs has to open at some point. So you grab that, you block, and then you just rip out. Like I said, I wouldn't choose this escape over any of this. This next one is probably the most used one.
Your counter.
Yes. Which is the knee in the middle. Soon as you're in the triangle setup position, stand up and put your knee right in the middle of that butt and extract out. Okay?
I like that one.
The beauty about this is that as long as you have that knee in the middle, you're safe from the triangle, you're safe from arm bars, you're safe from pretty much anything. It's just a matter of time before you escape. Unless it's fully locked already, then you're pretty much screwed. Okay. So yeah, knee in the middle, and then you can do whatever you want. Some people just shrug backwards and pull their head out. The safest option is just to push this over your head, or you can just shrug like me. Now we get into the tricky ones. So, in terms of what you call order, right? The realistic order would be this, yeah, strong posture, followed by knee in the middle, probably. These two together should keep you safe. Where did it go? Where's knee in the middle? Can you see it?
Didn't you already put it up?
I just lost it.
Oh.
It just went away. Wait, do you undo? This is how I lose stuff.
No.
Okay. It should probably be these two together. Like, if you get caught in a triangle and you know it's set up, remember these two. Posture, first one. And if you can't posture, then put your knee in the middle. Because these will work regardless if the person's doing the right thing or the wrong thing. Okay? With these ones, they have to be doing something wrong. And with these ones, you're putting yourself in a dangerous spot. Because this one, you're going into the choke. And this one, you might get rolled off. Okay, so I'd say these two, priority. Then these two, if you really can't get out. And even with these two, you want to get really good at them. Because, yeah, it's just practice. This one, I would never use it. But I put it there anyway. Panda sit counter. So this is our little secret weapon. Works. You see this a lot in competitions. But it's our last ditch kind of escape. Okay. This could be when it's fully locked up as well. Or it can be when it's like this. And it's a great leg lock entry. Okay. You got caught in a triangle, both hands on the biceps as soon as you can. Okay, that will stop them from holding your head, stop them from doing many things. You're going to stand all the way, and you're going to sit back and throw your legs over them. That's why we call it the panda sit. And then you can see the triangle break here, and you can start attacking the legs.
Is that effective? I don't
Any
think
way
I've
you
seen
can.
anyone do that.
It is very effective. But yeah, this is your... If you're almost going out, it's worth doing this one before you go out from a triangle. So, the next one is very good as well. I'm trying to think which one is... Oh, that, yeah. This one, right, it can be fully locked up. But if your arm is across, it's over. Right? So you have to move on to this one. If your arms are free, then you can do it. Okay, so remember this. Because the next one is when your arm is not free. So in this case, you get caught in a triangle. And this arm here gets pushed across. So you know you're in deep doo-doo right now. Right? This is where we grab the trousers there, or the knee. The other hand reinforces it. And we pull that down to kind of hurt their knee. And then we extract. If you guys remember last week, I told you the person at the bottom, to avoid this, they have to rotate their triangle, okay? But most people don't know that.
What? Rotate it. What?
So last week, if Kirstine was paying attention, which she wasn't, this is the move the person at the bottom is supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
You rotate and you lock it up.
Oh, you should just rotate more
Yes.
in. Okay.
So if they don't do that, then we get this escape. It's called the Roger Gracie escape. Understood?
Okay.
So that is probably
Steve looks angry in there.
the last little escape that you can possibly do. The one, when you're doing this, get ready for someone to try to armbar you, because it's the most common other counter that people do. So they grab that arm and they start to try to armbar you. So now it's back to our armbar lesson. What do you do when someone armbars you, Kiwi? Your counter?
Spin under. What?
What?
What are you talking about?
When someone's armbarring you.
Oh, when I'm getting on.
Yes.
I'll grab my arm edges.
And do what?
And then twist.
What do you mean twist?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
I don't remember.
You stack. You stack, man. Look,
What?
look, you stack.
Is that what you do?
Yes.
I don't know.
Well done. At least Steve's paying attention.
I don't remember stacking. I'm trying to visualize it in my head. I can't see that.
So you stack, okay? Anytime someone armbars you, stack. Let's see it. That rotate and lock up counter makes sense to that. Yes. So people will teach you this counter instead, which is the armbar. But it's a lot harder. This armbar is a lot harder to finish than it looks like. Because you need to change so much stuff, right? So it's really easy for you to stack them back. But the rotating triangle thing, you can't really stop that. So that's why as the person doing the triangle, you should know this a bit more than anything else. Yeah. We stack, Kiwi. Alright. There's another submission that you can go for. It's a key lock. That one's quite good. Which is you just grab the wrist and you twist it in that direction. That's quite a cheeky one. But like I said, you can also stack out of it. So to recap our little escapes sequences, these two are your best friends, okay?
You're groping me there.
Don't let people fully lock up. So you get caught in a triangle. Just check if you can posture up first, okay? That's your first move. Posture up, shrug your shoulders backwards. That should snap it open. Even if it doesn't snap open, there'll be a little space here for you to go underneath. And if you can't really posture up, just put a knee in the middle. And then try to shake it off. Okay? Even if you don't have a plan with that knee in the middle, if the person on the bottom kind of gets impatient and they go to lock it up, they'll open up without even noticing. So they'll screw up their own triangle. Remember, you can extract and you can posture against bad rushed triangles. So anytime they're just trying to lock it up straight away, rip your arm out. This happens to you a lot, Lewis. You try to lock up the triangle fast and people just pull their arm out and go double unders. And the posturing as well. And then if you're the bigger guys, you can use the big boy stack. Or if you know the proper technique behind it, then you're safe to do it as well. Okay, this is all about base and positioning yourself. Okay, if you can stack over the head and not be off balance to either direction, this is really technical, because there's so many threats here. We can be armbarred, we can be choked, and we can be rolled. Okay, so you have to flare your elbow first of all to prevent the armbar, so never with a straight arm. We have to keep the person stacked, which is this bit here. And you can see me basing with that leg there. Excuse me.
Bless you.
So, really unforgiving if you don't have the correct technique here. And even more so for the front side stack, I'd say. But this one's probably a little bit more unforgiving because the person can't really armbar you. So you're all good. Alright. Let's quiz you guys now. Let's quiz Kiwi as well.
Please.
Okay.
I can see the answers.
You'll forget it in 3 seconds.
I can't even read it.
Alright. Let's see. Let's go with... Let's go with this. Alright. So, get caught in a triangle. The person does hammer and head control on you. That's hammer, head. They pivot and they fully lock up the triangle. What's up? Counter over here.
GG.
It's GG.
You grabbed the knee.
It's not GG yet. Not before we
I always think it.
try our last little slice. This is where Kiwi starts stacking and getting choked out.
No, this is where I give up because they've looked it up and they have my arm.
Anyone know?
Let's get triangled. That's so nice.
What's this?
Igor's playing games.
I'm not playing games.
Move the camera right now.
I'm just waiting for the answers. There's no answers. No one's been listening. Take all of your stripes away.
Take it back.
What did you said the right answer, didn't you? What did you say?
Anything and then I
Yes.
don't know the words.
That's correct. It's the Roger Gracie escape. It is our last ditch before we go out. Which is...
What is the success rate for this?
Depends. If they know what they're doing, 0. If they don't know, 100%. It's this escape. Roger Grace escape. Grab the knee, pull it down. Hope that they don't know how to rotate the triangles.
Oh wait, Steve clasps his hands together.
But that's after. Breaks it. Goes underneath.
So fast.
Yes, even if they have hammer coke head control. Because when they have wrist control, right? They're pushing their wrist here. So it's very easy for you to come and just grab it. Even if they have the wrist control.
Could I put my knee in the middle?
You know, it's too late.
Oh.
Have you not? You haven't been listening at all, have you? Jesus Christ. Alright. Next slice.
That's slow-mo.
Okay.
Very slow-mo.
Get caught in a triangle. and it's in this stage. And the key word here. No, I won't say it because
it's
too easy. Yes. What count should I do here?
Posture. I don't know. You have my wrist. Could you armbar me with that?
Big boy, no.
Where's my other arm? I can't fucking see.
No. So back now.
Hello. I don't think so. Oh yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just stops working for no reason. So if you missed that, like I said, if they have no head control, posture is the main thing, and they can't armbar you because of the really bad angle they have. So which brings us to the next slice. If she had head control or collar grip here, what's our counter?
Oh, sorry. What?
If you had head control and or collar grip. So you can't do the posture.
Stack.
Q say stacks. Elise is fixated on the big boy stack.
Still stack?
Let's see if anyone.
Panda.
Roger Gracie escape again. Oh no.
Panda. When do you do panda?
Panda?
I can't remember when you do panda.
Not one right. Let's see if Steve can save this.
Oh no. Come on, Steve.
Come on, Steve. It's all on you now.
Google it.
It's all on you. Google it.
Head control and
This is the triangle setup with just head control. I'm actually really good at escaping triangles.
That's the answer. Just make it.
No, I'm gonna get this. What was the two most important counters I said at the start of class?
Posture and I don't remember the second one.
Oh no.
All I know is knee.
Yes, Kiwi saves the day. Steve got it wrong as well. Posture. If they have head control, you can't posture anymore. It's a knee in the middle counter.
Oh, I forgot. That's the one I actually do.
Come on, people. So here, knee in the middle. Then you pull out. These two should be your first two. Okay, strong posture if it's set up and there's no sort of control over your head. And knee in the middle if they're controlling your head.
It's too much to remember, man.
That was
Imagine being stuck in a triangle and you have to go through all these steps.
Well,
Triangles go too fast
oh.
for me to think like that.
If you know them well, then everything will be slow.
It's never slow.
Alright. Next one. Well, the next ones, they're all kind of... let me see.
I forgot when you do the panda one.
We did the Roger Gracie one already. Yeah, the rest is like optional. So there's no right answer. Okay, let's see. If you are a heavyweight...
Stack.
Nice. Very good. If you're bigger than the other person, okay, just do your stacks. Here we go, Liz. Now it's the time. You ready for it?
Same size? Or
if you're the same size, stay with these two.
the posture?
Yes. If it's later on, you do the Roger Gracie one. If you're smaller, the only time you're gonna do this is if me or any of the other instructors teach you how to do it properly.
Which one?
Any of the two stacks.
Oh.
So these two stacks, only if they teach you how to do it properly. Because if you don't know how to do it properly, it goes terribly wrong. You're gonna get choked out, you're gonna get armbarred, and then you're gonna blame it on the technique.
Yeah.
And it's not the technique, it's just the way you've been positioning yourself.
It's not the technique, it's you.
Yes. So these ones, you must drill them quite a bit of time before you get good at them. And when you get really good at them, people won't want to triangle you anymore because you're so good at defending it. You were there for a seminar on stacks. Do you not remember?
What seminar?
It's Rene Grace, Hoyron Gracie one.
I remember he taught this weird one where you put your arms on freaking shoulder or whatever.
It's this stack.
And I remember I tried
But it was in
that,
a gi.
and it never fucking worked. So I was like, I hate this.
So he grabs this and then he grabs the gi.
And what is
And he
it?
flares his elbow,
Yeah.
which is the bit that you don't do.
Oh.
Because you just try to blast through and then you put yourself in the choke.
I don't think I've gotten choked. I just get. Oh no, you're right. Triangle.
Yes. But you remember he had this guy on the triangle for ages.
Yeah, but
And the guy just wouldn't let go.
for like 5 minutes
we went
watching this guy
we
trying
went
to
to
triangle.
we went to a seminar, right? And it was all about triangles and arm bars escapes. And then he was getting people to come and like put him in a triangle. And like most of them, he would just like
They would let go because
no,
it
they'll
wasn't
let
working.
go because like they couldn't choke them. And like the whole base behind the technique is you put the person on this uncomfortable stage, and they decide when to like
let
go of the triangle because it's like it hurts their neck, it hurts their back.
Yeah.
Then we got this like stubborn
It's like a blue belt.
blue belt guy who stayed in the triangle
For ages.
for like legit 5 minutes.
We were just standing there watching this guy try to put a triangle.
And then the seminar guy, he was like trying to make it as clear as possible.
That
you
you
know,
can't.
you know you can let go when it starts to be uncomfortable, and you see this guy sweating and his like head like all red and shit, and he wouldn't let go.
Like, bro.
It took him a good 7 minutes.
And
Yeah.
then later on, was it Henner? What the instructor?
He was a Horton.
He was like, it's gonna hurt him tomorrow.
It's gonna hurt him tomorrow. It was the weirdest seminar I've ever been to. And the guy just didn't realize that he was like telling him like
Let go.
there's no point. But anyway, so to recap once more, Kiwi, posture control.
You didn't go to
Sorry.
the panda.
Posture is the main thing, because the rest is all together. Posture, knee in the middle, those are your 2 escapes you should be doing. When we come back, and you know your instructors teach you how to do the proper stacks, without getting armbarred, without getting rolled, then you can do these ones. And if you're in trouble, we have the panda sit. We have the Roger Gracie escape. Stick to those 2. Okay? Panda sit is when your arm's not across yet. And Roger Gracie when your arm's across. So you should have 4 little escape windows. And these are the only 4 techniques you probably want to remember. Okay? These ones you can learn later on. But panda sit, very good. Okay, this could be fully lock up. It doesn't have to be just the triangle setup, as long as you have those bicep controls. And if you're a no-gi fan, there's so much leg locks here. Sit back, start attacking the legs. Cool. Any questions so far? Not so far, that is the end. Everyone loves the triangles, but they forget about the counters.
I don't like triangles, makes my legs tired.
Anything makes your legs tired.
I can do an arm bar. That's it.
Alright. So what did you learn today, Q?
Panda sit.
Panda sit.
I didn't know that one.
The panda sit's quite good.
I've never seen anyone do that. Maybe you on me, but I don't.
You have.
Okay.
You just don't remember. Yeah, the big boy stack takes a lot of technique behind it.
I feel like everyone just does this stack.
They do. Because it's the one that people teach the most. But it's also the worst one to teach for beginners, because
It's the only thing that they'll do.
they're gonna do it wrong every single time. It's so hard. Like, to teach them how to defend their arm and how to position yourself, it just doesn't come naturally. So they get arm barred, they get choked. It's quite sad as well. You see them trying so hard, but it goes wrong. Right, that is it for today, chaps. Next week we might do some rubber guard, which is very complicated, but it should be very fun at the same time. Probably gonna be the most complicated lesson you guys will ever see. My chat window's gone. Don't know how to fix it.
Just go on YouTube. It's right there.
Alright, any last questions before I go? If not, have a wonderful weekend. I'll upload the lesson plans after. I keep forgetting to upload them.
Bad instructor.
Oh yes, and I think there's some good news about gyms reopening
Oh
soon.
yeah, on the 25th.
25th.
Gyms are reopening.
Supposedly. I think Jiu-Jitsu is still gonna have to do the distance control thing. But at least the gyms are open. Any final words, Kiwi?
Stay safe, everyone.
Alright.
We'll see you soon.
Bye bye.